Hi guys, and welcome along to tonight's presentation, our awesome Transform Your Body information session, and thanks heaps for coming on board. I just wanted to give you a little bit of background myself. I have a Deb Herdsfield Facebook page, and I have the tag live it, love it and do it, and that's really been my motto that I've tried to live by constantly, and that's a whole full health and wellness and leading a healthy lifestyle that's active and fun, and obviously you know, trying to create that longevity, which led me to this amazing transformation program that I'm about to show you. So basically I just wanted you to think about where you think you're at, and in terms of wanting to change your body, and what piqued your interest and what was the reason for jumping on and joining us tonight, really, to have those clear thoughts in your mind. And hopefully you will find an experience that you haven't been necessarily exposed to before, you haven't been familiar with, and something that you think is certainly different to what you've experienced before, because it certainly is. And so hopefully tonight, this short presentation, you won't necessarily have all the answers, but you'll have enough of an idea to, you know, have a chat to us and maybe get started and really start, you know, committing to change, and us to help you along the way. So without further ado, let's get started. So yeah, keeping in mind, if you've got any questions, let me see. Right, so our program is called ZEN Project 8. So just have a bit of a think about, or have a look at these. Most people are used to, you know, some of these sort of programs that actually are trying to solve a problem, but not necessarily being able to have all the solutions. So a lot of things that people have tried won't have a education component attached, won't have a program, or the actual products are lacking in quality of ingredients. You know, there's usually something missing in some of these programs, and a lot of the time I find, or the best solution I've found, is where we're doing a total package of both mind and body fitness. So the ZEN Project 8 was created with a need and a purpose based on just a couple of these points. So you're looking at the average dieter buying a new diet book every 90 days, you know, where they're constantly changing on a yo-yo dieting cycle, looking at a quick fix, if you like, from calorie restriction to carbohydrate depletion, where in reality they may get those immediate results, but it's certainly short term, hence the 90-day cycle, and really it's just slowing down your metabolism. It's a bit of a scary statistic that 75% of the adult population will be overweight or obese in 2020, which is not too far away. So people are desperately searching for real weight management solutions that can evolve into a lifestyle, and that's certainly what the ZEN Project 8 system is all about. So introducing our ZEN Project 8, why is it the complete package? Well, it comes under three umbrellas. The plan, which is a simple three-phase process based on scientific evidence. It's the total product package that's synergistic and unique to maximise the results and have you achieving, you know, permanent results and permanent transformations. And then the community. The third most important component is the community and support. So it's a step-by-step guidance and a place to call home. So you have a constant support. Now, community is actually in excess of 20,000 people now globally around the world. So it's certainly not something totally new, but only in a short amount of time, we've generated a community of well over 20,000 people. The co-creator. So our co-creator is Mark McDonald. Mark's a celebrity nutritionist and a fitness guru in the States. Well known, he's a best-selling author. He's featured on all the TV programs in the States. He He has a huge amount of passion and a big heart, and he has made it his passion to help as many people around the world achieve success and transform their lives and their body. He's grown up with, you know, a mother that had been on the yo-yo diets all his life and experienced all of that, as well as then getting into it, you know, being a male sportsman, elite athlete, and then through to a male model. He struggled himself with dieting because that was the only way, until he came up with this program, and has, you know, been on a mission to help everybody else achieve those permanent results. He actually just recently travelled Australia, so he's now travelling the world promoting this program, trying to help everybody and as many people as possible, hence why we're now trying to you know, help you as well. Thought I'd just share with you some testimonials and some examples of people that have started this program and had incredible results. So as you can see, before and after shots there, not everyone is you know, on this program to lose massive amounts of weight. It's not all about the weight. It's about increasing lean muscle. It's about having more energy. It's about eating better. It's about reducing your body fat, having your body burn fat instead of muscle, instead of sugar, and having you able to perform better and actually keep those results. So again, you can see from some of the before and afters, it's not always people wanting to lose massive amounts of weight, but they are. And the incredible transformation, it's not always about kilos, it's about the centimetres and how it's actually changing the physique and the composition of your body, which is really, really important, no matter what age. As you can see, it's for males, females, any age. This program's incredible, and it is certainly suitable for your child, and definitely it's something that, you know, you wouldn't necessarily put your child on many of the diets that you're probably familiar with, but this one not being a diet but a way of life, and with the food process and the total plan, you'll see why anyone can go on it. So what does it take to achieve these results? Well, the program's based on 3 easy phases, the plan, as we said before. So it's simple, realistic results. The 3 phases are detox, to lose the bloat. So for the first week, we want to cut the foods that create the bulk. We want to clean the body out and flush the body out with water. The second phase is to ignite the metabolism, to actually start burning the fat, sculpting our body with increasing our muscle and restoring our energy. And then the third phase, as we move through the 8-week program, is to thrive, to actually live your life, start actually having to introduce all the foods that you love, to reprogram the metabolism, to reprogram your body, to get your energy back, and to, you know, create all that exercise and your foods into your everyday life and make sure that it can work and it's sustainable. Very, very easy to diversify both your foods and your exercise, because we all get bored, right? We give up when we get bored of the foods that we have to eat or we have to miss out on, bored with the lack of exercise and variety. So don't forget, in the phase 3 is to actually really thrive and change it up and look for how to make this a sustained lifestyle change. Not only have we got the products, but with this program, we've got the incredible food preparation and the foods that we need to eat to actually maintain, you know, this whole program. So you look at the whole ZEN program is based on PFC every 3. So that's 1 protein, 1 fat, and 1 carb each meal. So there's no lack of any of the macros. There's no lack of any of the energy that the body needs. The body needs all 3, and we're going to give it to it so that it works at optimum. So there's a gender-specific guide, and just to run through it, it's not going to be necessary for you to remember it all, but you can just have a look there. The top row is females and the bottom row is males. So every 3 hours we need to have a palm-sized portion of protein, a thumb-sized portion of fat, and a fist-sized portion of carb, and then fill your plate up with the unlimited foods that you're allowed to have. So there's not one person that's been on this program that has felt like they're starved and they're hungry. If you eat every 3 hours and you eat the required amounts, you'll have realised that, we've got people saying that they've never eaten so much and lost weight. They can't believe it. The key note there is to drink plenty of water, especially in the detox phase, but certainly, throughout the whole program. I mean, that's how our body flushes and operates. We need water for it to operate optimally. It's just a little bit more detail. Again, I don't want to try and go through it in too much, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what happens at each stage. So in the detox phase, remember it's a 7-day period, and again, because we're all so unique and it's all designed and catered for you, there's a little bit of flexibility here. You can do the detox for 7 to 14 days. So again, it's just all designed around you, and that's through a consultation with one of us on whether or not you should, continue the detox for another week. But you're looking at usually a 7-day program for detox, where you're cutting the foods that cause the bloating, you're cleaning the body out by eating with clean foods to cleanse your body, and then you're flushing out all those excess toxins with incredible amounts of water, 2 to 4, 3 to 5 litres of water, depending on male or female. This is just a little snapshot of the foods, in the cut phase where you're the detoxing. You want to cut out all these foods that cause water retention and bloating. So we're looking at, your glutens, your cheese, your dairy, your sugars, your grains, just for the detox phase. And definitely, you're cutting out your sodas, your alcohol, and your tea and coffees, just for that short amount of time for the detox to help clear the body of toxins. An assistant to do that, we bring in this incredible product called Prime. So Prime is a fantastic detox, which is super simple. It's all the ingredients is in one tablet, so you're not having copious amounts of different potions and tablets. It's just simply the one product with, to liver cleanse, which has got perfect soft, gentle dandelion root and the juniper berries. So it's a great plant extract that allows you to gently assist in that cleansing once you're eating clean. The reserve tablets, our resveratrol, our reserve gels, is actually an extra boost for detoxing phase. So this is a super product that gives us an extra boost of antioxidants. It helps protect our cells. It'll also assist in lowering our blood sugars, our blood pressure, and our immune system. So it's also aiding in reducing inflammation, which is really good in what we're trying to do in the detox phase. So a reserve sachet, which is full of antioxidant, resveratrol and super berries, is a great booster to start on in this detox phase. The other product we introduce in the detox phase also is our ZEN Fuse, which is our protein powder. Now that one is designed to actually fill the gaps. Remember, we're back on once you start learning the program, we're back on the PFC every 3. So in trying to incorporate it into our life, you've got to actually eat every 3 hours. It's not always convenient if we're working for most of that time, especially during the day. So we've created an incredible protein powder that has a meal in one. So it's again not lacking. It has protein, fats and carbs. It actually also has our probiotics and fibre. And if you notice there too, it's exclusive to us. We have a micellar casein protein called TrueCell, and that's actually our slow release protein. So it has whey protein, both a fast release and a slow release, to give us that full satisfied feeling for the whole 3 hours. So they're super nice, chocolate or vanilla in your glass of water, whatever consistency, texture, whiz it up, make it icy, you know, whatever you like there. And even people are actually mixing both the vanilla and chocolate to give you a nice blend. It's certainly up to you, and that's great. So that's a great one to keep in your bag, so that if you get your cravings and it's, you know, your 3 hours is coming on, you can have one on hand. As we mentioned before, water is super, super important, to be constantly making sure you're having your 3 or 4 litres a day. Just a snapshot here, just as a bit of a guide to show you all the foods, the clean foods that we're allowed to have. So it's great. In your pack, you'll get a booklet for each phase, and it'll show you the breakdown of protein, fats, carbs, and then your free foods. And it's all portioned, all set out there. It's super, super easy. I've had so many people come to me and say, oh my goodness, I can't believe how easy they've made it. You know, it's super, super simple. You get your sheets, you get your pages, you get your foods. They're not forcing you to eat any particular food you don't like, sticking to a menu you hate. It's all about the food you love, making it super, super simple. So proteins, you just simply pick off the lean meats that you love. The fats, again, what foods, what fats do you love? What have you got in the pantry? And your carbs, and then have a look at all the unlimited foods that you can fill your plate with. And it doesn't have to be boring. The herbs, the spices, it's all there. Here's one of the recipes I just wanted to show you, and there's certainly pictures there as well. Have a look at all this food. There doesn't look like there's anything lacking, certainly, from desserts, pancakes, right through to salmon, baked salmon, beautiful baked salmon, salads, quinoa. So all the different phases allow you. We've got a full recipe guide, full recipe complement for you to help you through each of the phases. So we move on to the second phase, and that's the ignite. So we've stripped the body of the toxins, we've clearing out the extra fats and the plaques, and we're hoping that that's enough. Remember, 7 to 14 days, we should be ready then to have the body cleaned out and prepared, ready to start working properly. And that's when we move into the ignite phase, where we really want to start burning the fat, getting our metabolism kick-started, and we jumpstart that with our new product, the ZEN Shape, and we move into burning, sculpting, and restoring. The ZEN Shape is our metabolism booster. So in this phase, we're going to introduce this Shape tablet. Again, really, really super simple, just the one, just, you know, easy. All the ingredients are in there to stabilize our blood sugars, to help boost our fat burning machine, increase our metabolism, to improve the fat oxidation, to actually assist the body in burning the stored fat. Some of you may or may not be familiar with this, but the leptin resistance, the vicious cycle of the body, you know, the more food we eat, the more fat cells we store and we produce, and that actually triggers a CRP, an actual C-reactive protein, which actually attaches to the leptin, which is the hormone needed to burn fat in the body. And when this C-reactive protein attaches to the leptin, it doesn't allow the leptin to pass through into the brain to trigger the brain to burn the fat. So it's that vicious cycle. And so what is required for the body to be balanced and for the hormones to be balanced and for our, you know, metabolism to work properly, we actually want those leptins to be free of the CRP, to be free of that protein, so that it will break the blood-brain barrier and actually tell our brain to turn off the appetite, to suppress our appetite, and to increase the fat burning. So, you know, that's sort of where we end up when we start, you know, eating the wrong foods constantly and starving our body. So that's a little one that we can go into more detail later, but it's a great little snapshot just to realise that if we break that leptin resistant cycle, we can burn fat really super, super easily. And the ZEN Shape helps us do that. So the second phase of the Ignite is moving into the SCULPT. So we've got to get out there and exercise. You don't exercise too hard in the first phase. You're in your detox phase. As we all know, we should be just trying to reduce the inflammation and maybe gentle walks. But the SCULPT phase, the Ignite phase, we want to increase our strength training. We want to increase our intensity of cardio. We want to kick the body into fat burning cardio. So there's lots of programs in our system and lots of support. We're continuing with the ZEN Fuse protein shakes. Remember, we're PFC every 3. We're eating every 3 hours. And the great story here, Mark McDonald talks about the fact that it's back to when we were young, when we were a baby. We ate on demand. We ate small amounts every 3 hours. We ate a full meal, protein, fats and carbs. So all we're doing is triggering our body to, you know, rebalance and back to where it was, where the way we used to. Before all of a sudden we decided our environment changed us and told us we only need to eat 3 times a day. We don't. We need to eat 5 to 6 times a day, every 3 hours. So we're in the Ignite phase now. So after that week of detox, we're allowed to eat a lot more. So just have a look at the red ones there at a glance. You can introduce a lot more foods into your diet. We've got shellfish, for example, in the protein phase. We've got beef, we've got lamb, we've got pork. So who's missing out? What's missing there? There's nothing really, is there? So it's fantastic. Lots more carbs that we can introduce. And we can now introduce into our unlimited, we can introduce some vinegars and balsamics and a little bit of sweetness with the almond and vanilla extracts. The third phase, so week 5 we're talking now. So we've passed week 4, we've done 3 weeks of Ignite, and now we're moving into the second half of the program, and that's where we're starting to, you know, thrive for life, as it says, live your life and, you know, educate our bodies, get us into that constant routine of this is our lifestyle. It's super easy, it's possible, it's doable. Let's reprogram our mind and our body to eat clean without missing out, to eat those foods in the right portions, the PFC every 3, to be balanced, to keep our hormones balanced, to, you know, keep our blood sugars on track and level. The diversity, to introduce all these extra foods. Remember, we want to increase our, you know, range of foods so we're not bored. There's so much out there, to just spark it up so that we don't get bored. We keep on keeping the variety. And again, the energy, you know, pick up on different healthy lifestyle choices. There's lots of free stuff, doesn't all have to be at the gym. There can be lots of lifestyle choices outside. The third component, or in the third phase, we've actually got an extra product that, again, while we're doing this extra energy and extra exercise, you're going to have to protect your muscle. And the third phase introduces our incredible amino acid product. So amino acids are the building blocks to our muscle, where our muscles need to be protected. And this is an incredible product. It's a small sachet, a nice fruit punch or watermelon sachet that goes into 600 water bottle. It can be a litre water bottle, whichever you choose, and it's brilliant. I love it. I drink it actually as a workout drink straight after my workout. It's up to you. It's you know, there's a few options there, whether you drink it before your shake, before exercise, but I actually love it, you know, before or after exercise. It's great. And a note there that, remember, muscle is our friend. You know, the more muscle we have, the faster our metabolism. In the diversity here, there's lots, just as a sample, there's some few recipes, but there's lots of recipes that we share with you in our support group in each and every phase. So and they're constantly, you know, evolving, and we ask, if you come up with some, if you love to cook, then create one and put it in our group and share. We've also got the incredible workout calendar to, again, help you keep on track, help you with variety. And that's a constant, you know, add to it all the time in our community. So this is the final phase. This is our third. In the Thrive phase, have a look at all the extra foods we can introduce. So all the red ones there are the extras that we can now have. And again, this is a huge ingredient list, if you like, a huge resource to be able to extract and have some great meals for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and whichever you choose then to introduce for your second extra 2 or 3 meals on your PFC every 3 with your Zen Fuse. There's lots of ways to, again, the whole family can create this healthy lifestyle. It's just not where we've constantly had people, struggling with meal plans because the rest of the family's not on it. It's certainly something you can do with your whole family. Just another testimonial here. Monica has a fantastic story. She's a young mum with a constant yo-yo dieting before she found the Zen program, and she'd actually lost a fair bit of weight before the Zen program just simply by cutting, and eating clean. She'd been on a strict, eating clean diet for, I think it was about 4 to 6 months prior to Zen, and I think she'd lost a fair amount of weight. She'd lost about 10 kilos, 10 to 15, and then though she found Zen, and it was incredible. The rest of the weight fell off super easily because she had that additional PFC every 3. Once she realised she had to actually eat every 3 hours without the calorie reducing and without the carb reduction, she actually achieved far greater results in that next few months. So she actually lost her last 13 kilos in half the time. So she has an incredible story for such a young mum. Here's one of our Aussie guys that had some great results. Again, remember, it's not all about wanting to be losing the weight as such, but it's just to get tone, to increase your muscle mass and to strip the bloat. So that's the wrap. That's the total program there. We've got the plan, the products and the community as we talked about. And it's super easy and compact. So just in summary, the community for support, we've got all the phase guides, we've got an interactive website, weekly coaching calls, huge recipe site, live hangouts and webcasts and Facebook Lives, and a powerful community, online education full of videos and resources that is endless, easy for you to understand and follow, definitely. Mark McDonald, the co-creator, he gives us weekly coaching calls that we can tap into. You can go back and look and help keeps us on track, keep us motivated towards our goals. Huge Facebook forum where we've got a closed Facebook page, as I mentioned, with now well over 20,000 people that you can ask for immediate question and answer support. You have huge accountability, connecting with other members that are having success or asking questions, wanting to know more. There's info-packed blogs already as well with, all the science questions and answers for you if you want to, dig deep into the science behind the products. There's workout sheets, there's recipes, there's lots of your questions answered. So how do you get access to this? How do you get involved and join Zen Project 8? Well, the best and fastest way is to go back to the person who invited you along tonight. And they have a website that will give you the exclusive online shopping experience to be able to get you started and lock you in. So make the decision, decide, commit, and you will succeed. Simple, realistic results. So there's a few options here. The first thing is to start with the system. So which system? Make that decision. The commit pack is what we've all, really as a minimum is your 8-week pack. So that's committing to the Zen Project 8. You've got enough product there to get you through the 8 weeks. If you've got a buddy, we all know the accountability of the buddy. You could buy a 2 8-week pack set for you and a buddy, you and a friend, you and your partner. They've got some great results with the partners. And obviously a big transform pack, the 16-week pack, would be for someone, in the PT industry. It's certainly designed for PTs, for gym owners to have a stock on hand. Maybe a PT wants to have a group challenge and they can all buy that there. So depends on the system you're after. There's plenty of options. So in review, just to recap, we've got the complete nutrition system. We've got the approach, you know, online community and support structure, your own shop to keep topped up and never run out of products, access to all our events, and, you know, products at wholesale prices. So, and you've got also an access to the entire youth enhancement system. Because remember, you know, our health and fitness is the most important tool we have for aging, you know, aging at a useful age, and, you know, our longevity. The commit pack for you to make a decision today for the Zen 8-week challenge we're running starting the 1st of September. The commit pack for one will give you all of this, all the products involved, as I said, ready to go, the complete phase guides, everything that you need to get started for the recommended retail price of just $998 for tonight. And as a wholesale member, you get access to that simply for $688.71. And that's Australian, so you just have to check your conversion if you're in from the other countries. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. And I'll just leave you with this. There are many things you can't control in this world. The one thing you can is how you choose to take care of yourself. And that's Mark McDonald's quote, and he's really, really passionate about living the healthiest life we can. And this program will certainly help you, you know, achieve that. So I'll just stop the recording now, and I'll see if we have any questions. We might flick our screen back and we can go back and have